Hello, my name is Lynn Wynn. This is Lynn Wynn's Budgeting. I am a 31 years old cash budgeter. I currently live at home with my parents and my brother. I do handle a majority of my family's finances, so I budget my paychecks, a portion of my parents' paychecks, and a home help check that we get every 2 weeks. For today's video, I'm going to be stuffing $1,300 for the first week of April. I am filming this video pretty late. I was really busy last week with training for work. We had some really long days on that, so I'm happy that that is over. And then tomorrow I am going to be leaving for California for my cousin's baby shower. So the second week of April is also going to be late, so I do apologize for that. I do hope everybody had a really good Easter. I actually thought Easter was next week, so the weekend came and I was like all over the place because I was not prepared. So we're gonna get started with our bills as always. I feel like I have a lot of like little stories to tell you guys, so hopefully I'll be able to incorporate some of that in this video. I feel like I haven't filmed in so long, so I'm a bit rusty. Buffer's not getting anything. Car insurance is going to get $50. Natural gas is getting $40. Water will get $25. Internet will get $15. Electric is getting $35. Phone bill is getting $50. And I am really mad about my phone bill. I did mention in a previous video that I called in and I got it reduced by $20. We removed a line that we weren't using anymore. So they said it was going to be $20 cheaper, but when I got this month's bill, it was still $192. So I called to get that figured out. And they said that actually removed a free line. And I was like, why would I do that? Like the last person definitely said that it was going to be $172 moving forward. So what happened was that line was a $20 line, but it gave me a $20 discount. So when I removed the line, I also removed that discount, so my bill did not change. The guy gave me a credit for this month for $20, but it's only for this month. And I was on the phone for so long trying to get it sorted out. So yeah, I have to either call in again or go into the store to see what the other plans are that I can switch to try to reduce this bill, because I do think it is kind of high. We do have it is for my whole family, but still I think I can reduce it. I just have to take the time to do that and not be frustrated, because at the end of that call I was so mad and I was like, look, I can't talk to you anymore. It sucks. So I'm not happy about it, and I just, it is what it is right now, and I can find a different solution another time, but that's not going to be right now because I was just so mad about that. Trash is getting $10. Oops. And now it's got 50, 70, 80. Subscriptions is getting $10. And now it's got 50, 100, 120, 130, 140. My parents' insurance is getting $145, so 120, 45. Car payment is getting $250. And now it's got 100, 200, 250, 300, 350, 400, 450, 500. And extra is getting a 30, and I still haven't made a label for that. And that is it for my bills this week. Next, we're going to stuff my moving out binder. Oops. Apartment is getting $100. And it's got 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 in the bank, 100, 200, so 4,200 total. Rent is getting 30. So 20 and 30. And now it's got 1,000, 100, 200, 220, 40, 60, 80, 90, 300, 1,300. My goal here is 1,500, so we are almost there. We've met our goals for most of these envelopes, so I'm super excited about that. Emergency fund is getting $10. It's got 500, 50, 60, $560. 1 month ahead is getting 10. And it's got 100, 200, 300, 400, 420, 440, 460, 470. And that is it for my moving out binder. Next, we're going to stuff my personal binder. I'm going to try to grab it without knocking my stand here. Personal is getting $50. I did take $100 out actually. So 20, 40, 50, because I was not very good about my spending this last week. I did Korean barbecue with my coworker. I did it at my house, so I went and got everything. And I normally don't grocery shop, so I really don't have like the best idea of what things cost. And I do know groceries cost more money, and I'll buy things here and there, but something like this, like I've never really done before. So I went out and I got different cuts of meats at the Asian market and at a local grocery store near us, and then some sides and all of that stuff. And I believe I ended up spending about $80 on everything, which fed myself, my coworker, and my brother. And usually for Korean barbecue, it's about $40 per person. So yeah, it wasn't too bad. I did feel like I was very unprepared because we moved up the date, and then next thing you know, I was like, oh gosh, I need to go get everything for it. But everything was really good. I was impressed that I was able to make some of the stuff. So at the griddle out, so that we can cook the meats, my dad, he definitely came in clutch. He helped cut all the meats for me and marinated some of them. He has like a really good Korean barbecue, like bulgogi marinade that he does. So he did that for me, and that was really good. I did a cheesy corn, so that was also good. My coworker really liked that. And then I made a kimchi stew that I made a little too spicy, so that was hard to get through. And then we just had some little side dishes that I bought from the store. So that was a really good meal, but that went through a lot of my money that I had set aside. And so I ended up overspending because I did also have the training for work, and we ate out for lunch on those days. I did not buy coffee those days, so but that money went to lunch anyways. But I did cut back a little bit there. Personal now has 50, 100, 120, 140, 160, 170. Sorry, I just started rambling about that. When I have busy weeks like that, I am not very good at preparing for it financially and kind of setting the right amount of money aside. It's something I do really need to work on because I end up overspending, and then I will pull from my personal envelope, which the money is there for stuff like that. But I want to be better just about preparing for those weeks, and kind of doing what I can to like cut down cost, or limiting myself on how much we spend for food and stuff like that. Travel is getting $20. So convenience definitely costs money. It's got 1,000 in the bank, 20, 40, 60. I am going to take $500 for my California trip. So I'll need to replace this placeholder with a $500 one. So yeah, I could have spent more money. I hate to say stuff like that, but usually when I have busy weeks like that, I spend a lot of money, and a lot of it is on food. So I'll normally get a coffee, I'll buy lunch, and then I'll buy like a snack in between. So I did cut back on some of those habits. So I made coffee in the morning, and I packed some snacks, but the lunch we did end up going to 2 restaurants. I think one, I did get a banana cream pie, and that was so good. I think each time I spent about $25 at each one of those restaurants after tip and everything. So I can try to, like, my goal in the future is try to like plan better for weeks like that. Beauty is getting $10. And I did take the $300 out. I got my eyebrows done yesterday and that was $85. I got it laminated, tinted, and waxed. I normally don't get my eyebrows waxed like elsewhere. I do have somebody that does it for me for free. But since she was doing everything, I wanted to kind of give her like just a blank slate to do to make my eyebrows look really good. So I did just I made an appointment for everything. And then I got my hair dyed today, you guys. I feel like I'm wearing a wig because I'm not used to my dark hair. It also went really quick. I was only there for an hour and 45 minutes. I'm usually there pretty long, about 4 to 6 hours. So everything just felt really weird. Like I felt like I was in and out. But my hair, that cost $150 for that. So I do have some leftover money because I had $300 in here, but I'm gonna use that to spend on some makeup and some like toiletries for my California trip. So coffee's not getting anything. Medical is getting $30. I did pull some money here for some allergy medicine and I bought some supplements. So it's got $500 in the bank, $600, $700, $800, $820, $840, $860, $880, $900, $910. I also just got another medical bill and it was for, I believe, $220. It might be a little bit more than that. I do have money in my HSA, so I gotta see how much I have in there to pay this bill. If I don't have enough, I'll pull from here. Future is getting $10. It's got 100, 200, 300, 400, 420, 440, 450. Car maintenance is getting $30. And I also pulled money from here because I needed new windshield wipers. So I bought that and then my dad installed them for me. So this has $500 in the bank, $600, $700, $800, $820, $830. Electronics is getting $20. And it's got 100, 200, 300, 400, 450, 470, 490, 510. And business is getting $10. And now it's got 10, 20, 25. I need to stuff my Etsy money in here. And then I also need to like balance all of this out because I bought a lot of stuff for my Etsy shop the last few weeks. So I need to take that out and I need to take the shipping cost out from here as well too. So I really need to spend some time, sit down and kind of balance everything out, especially anything regarding my Etsy shop. I do appreciate everybody that has ordered from there. I cannot thank you guys enough. March has been my best month yet, so I was super excited and happy about that. Thank you guys so much. Yeah, so I bought some stuff the last few weeks. I was kind of put a little behind on my Etsy orders. I did take a personal, like what was it? Yeah, like a personal order, a special order. I don't know I'm trying to think of the term right now and it's slipping my mind. But yeah, and I had a feeling I shouldn't have taken it because it's just something that I don't do. Like it was for A7 envelopes and I don't offer those in my shop. But I was like, I was up for the challenge and I was like, why not? They had a special font that they wanted, but the font, there was parts of it that was super thin and I couldn't figure it out. And I spent a lot of time trying to get it, right. And I couldn't get it. So I felt really bad having to order or having to cancel that order. And that put me behind because I spent a lot of time on it and I was just really frustrated because I wish I would have gotten it. We went back and forth a lot. So I'm gonna still try to see if I can figure that out. I tried a whole bunch of different tricks and I couldn't get my Cricut machine to cut that thin. So I'm gonna see if I can like look around some more and find out if there was more tricks I didn't try and to figure that out. But that put me behind on other orders. And then my blade was really dull. So I was gonna take it apart and sharpen it. And two of the screws on there got stuck. So that put me behind as well too. My dad helped me get those unscrewed, but it took 2 days, and then he sharpened the blade for me. So my dad's done a lot for me the last few weeks here with getting everything together. He does a lot for me in general, but the last few weeks I've been going to him with helping me with cooking, and then getting my cutter all sorted out. And then finally that happened and everything cut a lot more smoothly, so I was really happy about that. But that did put me back a few days. My brother is going to get $10. He also helped me build my desk, or he rebuilt my desk for me. I mentioned this in a comment, which I thought was funny. So he my desk came while I was at work and he was at home, and he didn't like open it up and like put it together, so I just figured he didn't want to do it. That's what I get for assuming things. So I was like, oh, maybe he's tired, I'll just wait until I come home to put it together. So I didn't want to ask him. So when I came home, he went to the store. My mom is also getting $10 and she's got 60 as well. And so I started putting it together when he was at the store, and I got the top part put together and I was working on the legs, and he comes home and he just looks at it and he just shakes his head and he's like, no. And he takes it apart and then he redid everything. And I was like, I thought it looked okay. I didn't think it looked that bad. But it was not up to my dad's standards. And he was like, why didn't you ask me for help? And I was like, oh, I thought you just didn't, like, you were tired and you didn't want to do anything, so I didn't want to bother you. And he was like, no, ask me for help next time because you did a bad job. I tried to help him put like a screw on, and like I had my hand out reaching for it and he like smacked it away. So I thought that was funny, and I was like, okay, lesson learned. My dad is also getting $10 and he's got $60. Family Fun is getting $5. Actually, it's getting $10. So now it's got 20, 40, 60, 70, 75. The weather is really nice out right now, so hopefully it stays this way when we come back from California, and I can take the kids to the park and we can have like a little picnic there, and I can use this to get food. Gifts is going to get $20. Now it's got 50, 100, 120, 140, 160. I am going to take 100 for my cousin's baby shower gift. I think I'm going to do some diapers and some wipes because they normally get a lot of cute clothes and all of that stuff, and my go-to is just diapers. I feel like that's the easiest, and it's also a practical gift that I know they will use. So I will take $100 out here for her gift. Vietnam is getting $20. Now it's got 100, 120, 140, 160. Weddings is getting $20. It's got 100, 200, 300, 320, 340, 360, 380. And my brother's been going to rehab. Holidays is getting $10. I took the money out last time here for Easter stuff. So I'm going to put $10 back in. I've got a few funny stories about my brother. When I went to go pick him up, I actually caught his OT, and she normally gives me a lot of updates. I don't have anything in my wallet, so I'm not going to stuff my denomination challenges, but we are going to stuff these. So miscellaneous is getting $5. And she was laughing because she's like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She's like, has he been telling you what we've been doing? And I was like, no, he just says the usual, like walking, stretching, and all of that stuff. And they asked him what he wanted to do, and he told them he wanted to play blackjack and poker. So he's got his therapist at rehab playing blackjack with him and poker. So I was like, are you preparing for the casino or something? He was like, yeah. He used to go to Vegas about twice a year, and they were really big on blackjack and poker. So he remembered that, and he randomly told her that's what he wanted to do. So they've been doing that, and they've been playing blackjack in his speech therapy as well too, to help with like the counting and all of that. So I bought some chocolates for them so they can use that to bet. That's their currency. So I thought that was really funny. I was like, dude, you're about to turn this place into the casino, man. Spending is getting $25. Food is also getting $25. I'm gonna do a 20 here. Coffee is getting 10. And then they have also decided that he is ready for the next wheelchair. I believe it's called a center pivot because he is propelling himself around in the wheelchair pretty well. And the one he currently has is meant to be pushed, so it's a lot heavier. So a bit more difficult for him to like be able to push himself around in that, like use his legs to propel himself and his arms with the wheels. Gas is getting $40. So we did a consult for that, and they asked him what color he wanted, and he picked this like metallic fuchsia pink. And we're like, are you sure that's what you want? Do you know what color that is? And he kept saying pink. So that is going to be his next wheelchair. I think it's going to come in about 4 to 6 months. So you'll definitely see him coming when he gets that new wheelchair. Gas got 40. I did pump gas, and it ended up being $50 for a full tank. So I'm going to up this later, but since I pumped already, I'm just going to leave $40 in there for this week. But since gas prices did go up, it is $50 now to pump a full tank in my car. Next, we are going to do my challenges, and I screwed up somewhere. But oh well. We've got 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 95. So that is, I have a $50 bill here, so I'm going to exchange. And I'll show you guys why I'm going to do that. So I'm going to exchange this because I don't want 20s for this. But yeah. So what do we have? 45. So I'm going to do, the first one I'm going to do is Show Me the Moonie. And I'm going to see if there's a $5. There is, so I'm going to fill that $5 in. Sorry, you guys, this video just went downhill really quickly. Every time I start talking, I lose track of what I'm doing. So that's going to get $5. And next, we're going to do Money in the Bank. Here we go. And we're going to put these two 20s in there. So let me find my pink marker, and I'm going to fill in 2 little piggies. And this $50, I did not stuff buffer, but I do want to do this Knead the Dough challenge. And I'm going to use this as my 1 month ahead fund. So I'm going to start stuffing this challenge instead of my buffer envelope in my bills binder. And I'm doing that because I did get that increase in pay. So I got a little bit of extra money to work with. So I'm going to put that in there. So that is it for the video. If you guys have made it to the end, I appreciate you guys so much. If you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so and giving this video a thumbs up. Until next time, bye.